Hello and welcome in to the Game 81 Bruins fan review. I'm Pat, and the Bruins got a much-needed win tonight, but let's talk about the pregame notes. There's a few of them. Coming into the game, we were 2 points behind Tampa. Both of us had games today. Tampa was taking on Carolina. We were taking on the Senators. This is the fourth season in a row where our last regular season game was supposed to end against the Senators, but because of a delay in around, I think it was around New Year's, we have a game tomorrow while all the other teams have the day off. We, in the Florida Panthers, our regular season ends a day later than everyone else's. Anyway, coming into tonight, Tampa could clinch with a win, or they could clinch with the Bruins' loss in regulation. We could get the first seed if Tampa lost, and we got points in a few different ways, but I'll go over all that later. Grizzly was a healthy scratch tonight. I don't know if that's like for conditioning reasons because they want him to be more ready for the playoffs, or they wanted to go the bulkier lineup with Holden and Holden and McQuaid on the last pair. Either way, Grizzly sits tonight on the 9th floor. Rick Nash and Corrali are maybes for tomorrow. That was a note released before the game, so I thought I might tell you before I go over the game. Riley Nash would be out for the weekend. Tommy Wingle's in, and Hudobin starts versus Daniel Taylor, who, for some reason, I was thinking of Danny Tanner of Full House when I heard the name. I don't know. Mine works in mysterious ways. Anyway, so those are some interesting notes. Big game for the Bruins because if Tampa slips up, we can grab that first seed tomorrow versus Florida. So the game starts, and Tim Schaller with a grown man, one-hand shot 7 minutes in. And I just thought it was pretty nifty by Tim Schaller. He seems to create plays. I like Tim Schaller. 13 minutes in, Colin White with the puck along the boards with Marchand and McAvoy. Colin White has it in his feet. He kind of kicks it down through McAvoy's feet. And it's picked up kind of weirdly, but this is fancy, by Duchesne. He does like a drag from behind to the front, and this frees him up with a 2-on-1 with Ryan Dzingel against Torrey Krug. So Duchesne immediately passes to Dzingel. Krug closes well into Dzingel, but the shot's just better, and it beats Hudobin, I believe, top left corner. Yup. Tough play. I wouldn't really blame anyone because along the board sometimes the puck just pops out. Duchesne makes an amazing move and you kind of tip the cap and go, nice move. Gives it to Dzingel. He snipes. Hudobin's not saving that. Raskin's saving that. God isn't saving that. No one's saving that. That's just a bullet. And we go down 1-0 early, and you get the feeling like, great. Another game where the Bruins get scored on first. 5th straight game it's happened to us. As I said in the last video, I was going over first goal against. We are 3-7 in our last 10 times it's happened. It's about a 67% chance you'll lose when it happens. So I was very like, another one. Seriously, we're going to blow another game to Ottawa. We're going to lose to these guys again. I hate Ottawa. I hope they move. I hope Melnick really is that much of a idiot. Anyway, moving on. 3:48 left in the first. Charlie wins face off to Schaller. Schaller gets denied on a great look by Taylor, and good look by Schaller. It hits kind of like blocker-ish area, like around here on Taylor. Almost gets in. Schaller had the 2 closest chances in the first. We didn't really have that many quality chances, but not a bad first period, but you go down 1-0, you're worried if the legs aren't going to be there like they haven't been in the last few games. Okay, moving on to the second period, dropping my notes down there. 8 minutes in, Borwiecki, or however you want to pronounce that French name, goes to the box for interference on DeBrusk, and he got his money's worth on this one. He put a good hit on Jake DeBrusk. Krug off face-off wings, goes down the boards, draws a defenseman to him, slides to Bergeron, who I'm thinking is going to shoot, but he sees Pastrnak on the opposite side of the goalie. Everyone's thinking shoot. He passes it. Pastrnak with a yawning cage, as you'll say, empty net. Puts it in, a lot of space open. He just puts it in. Good goal by Pastrnak. I believe that's his 34th of the season. Assisted by Bergeron and Krug, 1-1. And you felt a little momentum jolt here. The Bruins had their legs, it seemed like to me, and I was happy to see that. 1-1, and it was on the power play, which has looked pretty good in my opinion. I like how Donato works in front of the net. I'm not sure if he was out there for this goal, but I just wanted to put that out there. Rick Nash will probably take that job when he comes back, though, on the first unit. Less than a minute later, Wingle's down low, makes a great hit on the boards to loosen the puck. He then goes and rips the puck off. I want to say it's Tom Pyatt, but don't quote me on that one. picks it from him, goes to slot. Borieksy and Schaller kind of screen the goalie. It doesn't matter. Wingels shoots it through both of them, and it finds the net. It actually hits Taylor, falls behind him. He falls, and his glove hits it in. Unfortunate for Taylor, but, pucks loose in the crease. Sometimes they go in. Good work by the Bruins. Great work by Wingels. This is a grown man's goal, fitting in perfectly on that fourth line in place of Sean Corrali, who I think Corrali will take that spot when he gets back, but Wingels is a very good plug-and-play when you need him. Anyway, so that's 2-1 Bruins, and we have the lead. You felt the momentum. I don't know. If you were like me, you felt the whole game that we weren't going to blow this one. It just felt like we had control from this point on. 3 minutes left in the second. Giunta flips out the boards to Heinen, which creates a 2-on-1. Everyone and their mom thinks he's going to shoot Heinen with Donato on the breakaway. They think he's going to pass. I thought Heinen was going to pass. Daniels thought he was going to pass. Wolanin, who was apparently on the ice, he was the one in the 2-on-1. I think he's a forward. I don't know. I've never heard of him before tonight. Ottawa had a lot of nobodies on the ice tonight. And Heinen, I'm like, he's definitely passing. Heinen's like, nope, and goes top left corner on Dan Taylor. And Dan Taylor was not having a good night. His AHL stats weren't even that good when they showed them at the beginning of the game. Kind of surprised to see him, but, they have injuries with Craig and Mike Condon. So, it is what it is. 3-1 Bruins. Great shot by Heinen. That's his second game in a row with a goal, I believe. And going into the third 3-1, we were cruising. Felt like we had the game. 7 minutes in, Dzingel and Wolanin get a 2-on-1 versus Chara. Pass in... Chara plays... Let me start that one over. 7 minutes in, Dzingel and Wolanin get a 2-on-1 on Chara. Chara plays pass, but Dzingel with the da-dangle, as Jack Edwards say, and you just, shake your head like, Dzingel, da-dangle. It's like, oh my God, who writes his stuff, man? I bet he comes up with his own. But Jack Edwards, man, love him, but he says some really, head-shaking things. Anyway, nasty forehand, looks like he's going to shoot to backhand. I'm a lefty, so... Forehand, looks like he's shooting, goes backhand around Hudobin and gets in. Hope you like that body sway movement. Yeah, I know. I don't know how to mimic it. You just look it up. It's a nasty goal. Hudobin's jock straps in the rafters after that one. 3-2. Filthy. Bruins with a 1-goal lead. For some reason, I don't know. Just wasn't really feeling scared of Ottawa for some reason tonight. Very calm Bruins game tonight for me. I felt calm. 2 minutes left, and Hoffman comes into the zone. Chara with the big stick creates turnover out to Schaller. Schaller realizes Achari's out and away on a breakaway if he passes to him. Schaller makes a smart play, gives it to Achari. Achari, who thinks he's Patrick Kane, goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and then beats Taylor 5-hole. And, what hands by Achari here? Look at our fourth liner. Schaller gets some good goals occasionally. Achari gets some good goals lately. Wingels with that shot. Not really a skill goal, but it's a goal. Look at the fourth line tonight. Beautiful players they are. 4-2 lead for the Bruins, and Backus would ice the game with an empty netter. Good performance overall for the Bruins. I know beating an AHL team like the Ottawa Senators is a great win, but yeah, a win's a win. You needed it, and so let's go over some game stats before I go into the playoff scenarios, which there's a lot to go over tonight, just not Bruins related. Shots on goal, Bruins 35-28. Nice to see us winning in that category. 60-40 face-off percentage. We wanted that. We won that, I meant. Taylor's stopped 30 of 34. His team didn't really help him that much. Hudobin 26-28. Solid performance. Dzingel and Colin White had 2-point games for the Senators. Heinen's the only person on the Bruins with 2 points. He got that assist on the empty netter as well. Bruins doing exactly what I said. Run the top 2 pairs with a lot of minutes, and then the bottom 2, which is McQuaid and Holden tonight, with 10 to 15 minutes max. And they did that tonight, and I thought it looked good. I thought they did what I said, and I thought it looked good. Kevin Miller had 4 hits. He's been physical lately. He's been a solid player. He probably and should be top 4 for the playoffs. I don't know where Grizzly slides into this lineup. Probably on that last pair, probably taking McQuaid or Holden out. Look up the shot side that each player has, and that's where Grizzly probably slides in. Ottawa's season ends in a loss to Boston instead of a Boston loss to Ottawa. First time in 3 seasons that hasn't happened, and we can send them back to Ottawa. Thank God. Anyway. Fist bump kid Liam Fitzgerald gets Adam McQuaid jersey at the end of the day. He looked very happy in the picture I saw on Twitter. I was happy to see him happy. When he's happy, I'm happy usually. Bonus goal coverage, Canes and Lightning game. I know we were all eyes on the scoreboard tonight for this. Cam Ward, Carolina's goalie in the 3-on-3 overtime, hits Hayden Fleury up the ice to create entry into the zone. Fleury stops and catches Teuvo Teravainen coming in as a trailer. Creates the option for him to shoot with a defenseman in front of him, maybe get a little screen action going, or he can do a pass from the slot to the left circle where is Elias Lindholm sitting. He chooses Elias Lindholm. Great decision, Teuvo. And Elias Lindholm slaps it home. And the Bruins have a shot at the first overall seed in the conference. And Tuukka Rask will start tomorrow. Let's go over the scenarios right now. I'm not really sure how the camera's going because my screen went black. But as you can see, Tampa with 113. Bruins with 112. We have one game left. Tampa has none. So we win tomorrow in any fashion whatsoever. OT, regulation, shootout, anything. We pass Tampa, we get the 1 seed. And that's huge. The fact we get the opportunity after this season is insane. The fact that Tampa was so far ahead of us, and we're at this point, and all we need is a win against Florida, who was eliminated today because these guys won. And I was happy to see the Flyers win because a demoralized Florida after taking a plane ride from Buffalo, where Florida played today, to the Garden. They're off of travel, probably low sleep. I think the game's at 7:30, so they got the day to recover. But there's no reason to lose this game. You lose this game, I'm going to rip them apart tomorrow on the Bruins review if they lose this game. There's no excuse. Barkov's out because I hit Colby Cave game and actually injured him for the rest of the year. It was only 2 games, but it's the rest of the year because they're done now. And that's awesome. I put the points back up here. Marchand at 85, Pasta at 79, Bergeron 62, Krug 59, Heinen 47, and Donato 8. Heinen's pretty much a lock for the top 5, and I think that's pretty insane considering he's a rookie. And David Krejci didn't catch him. I'm kind of happy to see Heinen up there because I like Heinen. He's played good lately. He had that little low stretch. And people were saying, pull him out of the lineup. People are stupid, though. And that's just, is what it is. 330 goal scorers, these stats aren't going to change much based off tomorrow's games. What you see, points per game, is probably what you're going to end up around tomorrow. But great season from the boys. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about tomorrow. We're talking about the future. We're talking about playoffs. And the Western Conference is locked up. I'll go over that quick. Let's not move this down too far, though. The Avalanche are going to be taking on the Predators. I don't know if you watched basically a playoff game tonight between St. Louis and Colorado. Great game. Colorado wins it. I was cheering for Colorado. Happy. Nathan McKinnon should be the MVP in my opinion. They're going to take each other on. Wild, which I meant Wild. My bad. Wild will take on the Winnipeg Jets / Atlanta Thrashers. Ducks and Sharks on the Animal Planet. And then you got the Kings and Knights on the History Channel. So you got that going for you. Hope you like Western Conference hockey. I do. It's a good brand. Devils will take on either us or Tampa, depending on who gets the 1 seed. And then the 2nd seed will take on Toronto. Battle of Pennsylvania. I hope you're looking forward to that one. I am. And then you got Columbus, Washington. I'm glad one of these teams is going out because they're bad matchups for the Bruins. And if the Capitals win that one and they take on the Penguins, it's over. It doesn't matter how good they play. They lose. Anyway, big game tomorrow. We take on the Florida Panthers. Be there or be square. Win, you get the 1 seed, and you get a much easier time against the Devils than you will the Maple Leafs, who want to eat our lunch. I've been your boy, Patar98. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you really like the video, hit the subscribe button. I'll be here all playoffs. What you should expect is playoff preview video coming up for our series. Playoff preview for the whole NHL, because why not? And maybe something else. But you got the game review guaranteed tomorrow. And I'll see you next time. Peace.